Well, it is time to place your bets. Which motorhome have we chosen? So we have been busy looking for that next motorhome, and we have got it down to a short list of 8 vehicles. Now, first up, won't be any surprise to you because we've looked at these a few times over the last couple of years, is the Bailey Adamo and the 75-4i. So that's an island bed layout. Now, that motorhome has always been a favourite with us. We did like it was on the Ford cab, but there are 1 or 2 elements of it that we've had to really consider, and whether some parts of it would be too much of a compromise. So first on our list is the Bailey Adamo. Second on the list, and going to a very different extreme, but something that we've always admired and considered being a future motorhome, we've looked at the Adria Matrix DC Supreme, again in the island bed layout, and a very premium motorhome, but one that comes with a premium price tag right now, and that's almost £30,000 more when we were first looking at them 4 years ago. So it has made it to the list and it is being considered. So is that our new motorhome? Now, coming in at number 3 on our list has been the Swift High Style 694. Now, this is the Loudham's dealer special of the Escape 694, which in effect gives an upgraded cab with just a couple of other extras that Loudham's throw on. So that's made it to the list as a consideration purely because it is a variation of the Escape 694, and again in the island bed layout that we like. But is it one that we want? But it's on the shortlist. Following on from that high style then are 3 different offerings from Swift. We have taken the time to consider the Voyager 594, the Escape 694 and the Contiki 794. We've looked at all of them and considered what could possibly be the best value and best makeup of options and features that we would want, knowing that the fundamental layout and even some of the fixtures and fittings across all 3 of those model ranges is very, very similar. Are these in the offing for us? So 4, 5 and 6, Voyager, Escape, Contiki. could it be one of those? Then at number 7, it was a toss-up between the Auto Trail, F-Line and a Marla. With the deletion of the tracker range, it's left a bit of a gap, really. And I see what Auto Trail have done. They've pushed the Marla range up slightly and they've slotted in the XL. But in doing so, the Marla isn't quite at the spec of the tracker that we have now. So we considered, does the F74 in the island bed layout from Auto Trail on the Ford fit our bill or not? But we have considered it and it is on the shortlist. And our final shortlister at number 8 is another Auto Trail offering, and this is the Delaware. So this is the longer motorhome on a greater specification than what we've got with the tracker. But does it make it through? And could be the Delaware be our next motorhome? So in choosing our next motorhome, we had a number of things that we wanted to consider. We actually do like the Ducato cab. We've had no problems with it and enjoyed the drive and the use of it. So for us, we didn't mind whether it would be on the Ford or the Ducato in choosing the next motorhome. The one thing we did want was an island bed once again. That layout works well for us. We like some of the separation of the spaces in a motorhome. And we're also insistent that we have that mid bathroom that gives that greater flexibility in space. So the one thing with the tracker that we have is that the washroom becomes quite tight when you shut the door, and it does leave a gap under the doors when you open it to make the washroom. So it's not totally private in the sense that you would expect it to be. But we do like that layout of rear island bed with the mid washroom. We also really wanted to make sure that we got a kitchen space that was at a similar specification to what we've got, with a decent cooker hob, electric plate, and we did want to insist that we got the taller fridge freezer, because with our longer trips abroad, we do make use of that space. And again, it's not a necessity, if you like, but a microwave would have been a bonus as well. Also, we wanted a slightly larger lounge than what we have now. So our needs were becoming very specific. And when you look at our shortlist, you'll see that they all come into that similar range of options and spec that we would want from it. Other things for us was the storage space. The Tracker that we have has a very narrow garage at the back. The doors are quite tight to get anything of a decent size in. So for example, we wouldn't be able to get a plug-in cool box for beers and cold drinks, for example, in there. You can't even get an aquaroll in through the gap either. So it has limited some of the options of what we can store in the garage space, like our chairs, our big sunbathing chairs for when we have our main holidays. They can't fit in there either. So at the minute, some of our things have to travel in the main motorhome with us, and it would be nice to have a bigger garage space that allows us to put a lot of that in the proper place and out of the way of the living space that we have inside. So a number of features for us were also things like the ability to add Wi-Fi, the ability to add aircon in a suitable space, and the ability to add an awning if it didn't come with one. We were really keen this time that we didn't necessarily want to drop down bed. We had that on the Tracker that we've got now purely because it came with it, because it was a dealer vehicle. And we weren't necessarily fussed about whether we had leather seats or not. With the dogs and us travelling, they're often covered up with throws and things anyway, so you don't see them. So it's not a great advantage to have. So we're not fussed either way in a leather option on these vehicles. Well then, folks, that's the 8 choices. That is our shortlist. We are throwing them onto our Instagram and our TikTok. So if you want to go and take a look at some of the shorts, I'm also uploading some of those on here for you on YouTube in our shorts tab to have a little look at the ones that are on our shortlist. So now's the time for you to work it out. Which one do you think we have chosen? So please use the comments. Throw in there your answer, which one you think we might have chosen. And if you haven't already done so, please give us a like, and we certainly would welcome another subscribe. Thank you very much. We will keep you posted once we reveal our new motorhome. Take care.